हेलो, कैसे हैं आप लोग? I'm doing really good. Hope you all are doing good too. So in this video, I'm diving into another question, which is asked is IB schools or IGCSE school, IGCSE school. So did I try those at school and what I found about them? I'm going to share in this video. So it's again my personal perspective. I've been to some of the IGCSE or IB schools for admission of my kids in both Indore and Bangalore, and what I found and why I chose CBSE instead of IB school. So what happens is in IB schools, they say it's more or less like a Western schools, like America. If you're in America, the schools will offer you a few subjects and they'll help you understand those subjects and they'll deep dive. So there are some high level subjects and there are some standard level subjects. That's how it goes. And they go in the details of those subjects and teach you thoroughly about those subjects. In CBSE, we have more subjects because in India, the board, CBSE board, offers you certain subjects and you have to follow those subjects, and it's a little rigorous than IB school, IB curriculum. So why it happens is because I found is like we made the curriculum in India so complex for the kids and all. So now they want to make it a little easier, as per the European or Western countries or American. So they brought this concept, I feel, is IB school, where what they do is like they let them do more of extracurricular activities, like something about sports and all those sort of things. They have different kind of educational period, and they teach the kids different kind of things in those schools rather than just focusing on the academics. Having said that, it's all good. It's all good. They actually give a good exposure to the kids and all. But their whole intention is to teach the kids and make them ready for the future. So in India, the IB schools are basically getting the kids, most of the schools are getting kids ready for the future of education going abroad, like going to America or somewhere else out of the country. So they want to give that kind of exposure to the kids so that, their mind works like that. Are they doing really amazing? Yeah, but is CBSE school kids are missing out on something? I don't think so. So why I did not choose IB school and why I chose CBSE school for my kids. So one of the big reason was I'm coming back to India. I wanted my kids to go to the same school I went to. First thing. Second, I want them to study here and maybe the higher education a little bit here. So CBSE schools prepare you for that. That's one. And they give you all sort of things like the different languages. Like in Bangalore, they have Kannada and Hindi and English. So 3 languages, right? And IB schools, you still need to do the Kannada. As I spoke to various school, they have the Kannada, but again, it's very mild. They let you do the basic Kannada, understanding of it and those kind of things. So I personally prefer the Indian way of schooling because it's a little rigorous, but at the same time, kids get more exposure to things. They understand more about those subjects which are taught in CBSE. And if your kids are planning to go for engineering or something in India, then IB school may not work for them because those tests are heavily focused on things which are taught in CBSE. So I have seen people moving their kids around 10th grade or something like that to the CBSE board or something so that they can prepare for those exams. Also, I have noticed that there is something called ICSE. I know few folks who moved their kid to ICSE to CBSE so that they're more they can prepare for engineering test and IIT or whatnot, those kind of exams. So the basic is like CBSE is general and more focused on those kind of things. So that's what I chose first reason. Second reason, IB school fees are really crazy high. And when I say high, it's like in Bangalore, I found like the school closer to us, they were charging like 5 lakhs for my 7th grader and around 4 lakhs for my 3rd grader. So that's all in all, it's like going to be around 5 plus 4, around 9 lakhs. 9 lakhs I found was a little higher side for the schooling, but there are schools in Bangalore where you would be end up paying like 10 lakhs or something like that. There's many international schools here. You can choose those, and there are some of the schools which are a little cheaper at the same time. But as I mentioned, I really wanted to wanted them to learn these languages, and have this exposure, which initially sounds like putting too much pressure on the kid, and they're going through all those problems. But that's how you learn, right? When you go through these kind of things, you learn more. They'll have understanding of language, like we learned Sanskrit when we were in school, Hindi, right? Did we learn really good Sanskrit? No, but at least we understand basics of it. And so I wanted to give that kind of exposure. It's again me, not every parent want to do that way. So it's definitely a choice. So that is another reason. Third is like IB school makes kids' life easier. That's how it portrayed, that they make your kids' life easier and they have less burden. So most of the parents think, at least I was thinking, me and my wife were thinking like that our kids will have less burden and IB school will let them play around and have fun. You can do that in CBSE also. It depends on a lot of factors. So if you go back and you look at your school life when you're in the school, right, doing the state board, I did MP state board. Basically, we didn't have that much of pressure because the scoring system was not that rigorous, plus parents were not that involved in the education. They were involved, but not like this, that you need to score this much or something like very high score. Some parents were still, but at least my parents were not. So having said that, what happens is like you can make CBSE school also fun, given that you just let them adjust, let the kids adjust, and let the kids enjoy and learn. Definitely you cannot learn everything. We as an adult, do we know everything about what we studied, or do we know everything about what we do today, like whatever industry you're working in? No, right? You know only few things, and certain things you don't like, certain things you don't want to do, certain things interest you, certain things don't interest you. All those things happens with kids also. So yeah, my daughter is okay with learning the languages now. They show the resistance sometimes. They are like, why? I just give them the reasoning that this is language, another language you can learn. It's just try to give you this Karnataka kind of feel, how they speak, those kind of things. So that's another one again. So I feel IB school is a little overrated in my opinion. But that's me. I may be wrong. Some people will say IB school is much better for your kids. I would say, like, we all studied in these kind of schooling systems and we are all okay. It's just basic education you're getting there. It's not an engineering or doing a master's or something like that. It's a foundational thing at the same time, but I think you need to work with the kids on the foundation of any subjects. You can do that in CBSE also, in ICSE also, or IB also, or IGCSE also. All given, it's don't worry too much about IB school unless you're ready to pay that much. That's in my opinion. Some people like it. Some of my friends are sending their kids to IB school and paying like 10 lakhs per year, something like that. It's not about the affordability for me. It's like I don't want to put that much of money for schooling, basic schooling. I would rather send kids and use that money for their future or their education in future or their whatever, for their future purposes, and let them study in CBSE and help them out with the additional support from classes. Like if they need, like my kids do the Kannada classes, additional support to them. So those kind of things. So yeah, this is my view on IB school. Again, people have a different opinion and different choices. If you want to know a few of the IB schools in Bangalore, like Oak Ridge International is one, Neve Academy I heard is also IB school. There is a Nalapad, Greenwoods is also IB school. So these are the few IB schools here, and there may be many more. You can check them on their website or something. But yeah, it'll be initial struggle for the kids, but this is what I say, when you struggle, you learn something new. So a little bit struggling in life is good, otherwise they'll not learn anything new. You're bringing them to India to teach them, so that they can learn some new languages, be like you, or you have some kind of thought process in your mind, right? So I would not break a sweat on it. It's like, okay, you can have CBSE school, and if you don't like it, it's not working out, maybe the next year you can put them in the IB school. Now, one of the caution is like what grade your kids in. If they are in the higher grades, it may be really difficult for them. My kids are like, okay, kind of middle school kind of grades, like 6th and 3rd second and we came back. Now they're going to 7 and 3rd. So it's depending on that also. So yeah, that's my take on this. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Hope I added some value to your day, and hope I'm sharing the knowledge as much as you want and as much as I can. I'll keep doing that, and all the very best. And wherever you are, be happy. That's the most important thing. The people you want to come back for, they want you to be happy, and your family to be happy wherever you are. So all the best. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.